Hello friends, welcome to Vardhan Consulting Engineers, second video, module 2 of Equity Research Internship. So I hope you have watched the module 1 of the Equity Research Internship where we have discussed about the risk of the stock market, rewards of the stock market and the basics of the stock market, like what is the basic about. I already discussed that we have already selected few important and very nice videos prepared by very intelligent people related to stock market. So I also expect that you guys please watch those videos also, okay, along with the videos that I have prepared for you. So the second video that this is the second video we want to discuss. I want to discuss about fundamental and technical analysis. Okay, so how this fundamental analysis is done and what is fundamental analysis? Okay, so as when you select equity stock, when you select a company, a stock, a share is actually a company. The share is for a company, right? And as the name suggests, the company means people, the company means balance sheet, company means office, company means uh, work, company means a lot of factories and all. That is altogether company. Okay, so and what you are investing money in the company, you are investing buying the shares of the company. Okay, so when you buy shares of the company, invest money in the company, you are expecting that the company will perform good in future, and your share price, like what you bought, like you bought the share price as 100, then the share price will also grow up with the company, right? You bought at 100 and it will go to 150, 160, 200, and then you sell. So you bought at 100, you sell at 200, so you get a 100 per share profit. Okay, so then things are so clear, then why it is so much important to have this kind of analysis. Okay, select five six new good companies and that's it. So the first analysis, the fundamental analysis is done because people want to see which company they are investing. What is the company profile? Who are the owners of the company? What is the financials of the company? How the company performed financially in past 5 6 years? What are the debt the company have? How much loan the company have? What is the profit the company is showing in their books? It is a negative profit. It's a good profit, bad profit. And what is the overall branding of the company? Who is owning the company? Who is the promoter of the company? And how much is the equity in that company from the promoters? Like suppose the company is having 100% shares, so the promoters is still holding 80% of the shares and 20% is for the public to trade. So it means the promoter, the owner of the company, have a trust on that company. So when you do all these analysis, there are so many different websites are there like Ticker Tape and Stock Edge and all, where you can get all those details, the financials of the company, and you check the financials, check how much is the profit, check how much is the debt on the company, check how much company is revenue is there in from past 5 years 6 years, check who is the brand, which brand the company is associated, who is the owner of the company, and then find out 5 to 7 good stock. This is called fundamental analysis of a stock. Now the question is that why the hell we need to do a fundamental analysis? There are so many websites are already there. The stock market is not started yesterday, right? The stock market is started in 1975. There are so many companies, so many websites, so many people already did a lot of fundamental analysis. Even whatever broker you will use for trading, they have already also done the fundamental analysis. Okay, and if the company fundamentally good in 2012, they're most probably the fundamentally good in 2020 also. So अच्छा like TCS is a good company, Reliance is a good company, Adani is good, right? People think like that. Hmm? So is that really important that people will do a fundamental analysis, right? So my answer is no. As an individual investor, even if you don't do the fundamental, you can find out which are the list of good companies. Okay, you can click for few clicks and you can find out what is the financial of the company from past 5 years. How much is the profit? How much is the revenue? These are the things you can find out. So, is there any reason for doing a detailed fundamental analysis on the company? No, right? No, it is not 100% true. Yes, if okay, so let me explain you that yes, there is a reason that why fundamental analysis is done for the companies. Okay, and why it has become so important. It is not only because there are so many companies which already grown up, people knows about those companies, and uh, there is no need for doing fundamental of that company is very good, like TCS, Reliance, and all. Okay, people do fundamental analysis because they want to find out a company through the fundamental analysis, that right now the company is under the radar, nobody knows about that company. So people do very extensive fundamental analysis on some stock which price is only 50 rupees, 70 rupees, 100 rupees. Then do a lot of detailed research, fundamental research, so that when we invest this in this stock at 70, at 100, or as 50, then the stock will rocket theory, right? Become rocket, become 500, 700. And then everybody knows about, oh, fundamentally this company is very good, let's invest, and this, that. And when everybody want to invest, then I exit. So to how you can find out that, how can you find out these golden companies? By a very extensive fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis of not because what the company have done in past 4 5 years, 3 years. Maybe it's the done is very slow, but the growth is steady growth. So very extensive fundamental analysis people are doing to find out which company is going to be to grow in next 5 years, so that they invest now and next 5 years, and when a lot of people start talking about that company, a lot of people start investing in those company, then they exit. 50 में खरीदा 500 में छोड़ दिया, right? Now, so this is the importance of fundamental analysis, extensive research. Hmm? So yes, people don't do a lot of fundamental analysis of fundamentally good companies, right? Because there are so many reports and all these things already there. But they do extensive fundamental analysis, which is companies are new, right? The demand is there, and there's a new company, new thinking, and blah blah, and then let the company grow. Okay, so this is the fundamental analysis. So I already told you that how to do fundamental analysis, which are the website to check. There are other videos which is already there in our modules and tasks. You can watch those videos and find out how to do exactly fundamental analysis. In this, when I am making the video, I am going to share you the thing as per our experience, my experience, as per the reasons, as per the questions that comes in my mind related to fundamental analysis, related to technical analysis. Okay, and these answers you cannot get in YouTube and all. Okay, that is the reason of I am making this video, module 2. Second thing what we are going to discuss is about technical analysis. Okay, so in fundamental you do all the fundamental, which is the company, which is the owner, which is the um, how much is the dividend the companies give it to our the shareholders. Okay, what are the different ratios, price to earning ratio, right? How much price you are paying to earn 1 rupee from that company in 30 years, 20 years. What is debt to equity ratio and all these things, right? And what is the profit company is making from past 5 years, this, that. So this is fundamental. But when you actually enter in a company, so what is the reason of extensive fundamental analysis? I already told you, right? So when you enter in the stock market, you find out that fundamental analysis is in this side, this hand, but the stock is movement is in this hand. The fundamental analysis हाथ में ही रह गया, but the stock is moving sometimes or most of the time which is not connected to fundamental analysis. You see the fundamental, okay, arre, the fundamental analysis of this stock A is very good than B. Maybe the B is moving way more forward and fast than A. Maybe A का स्टॉक इन a long run from 100 it become 150, लेकिन B तो एक दो ही दिन में 100 का 150 हो गया, 150 से maybe 110 हो जाए. So that movement of the stock is not 100% depend upon the fundamental analysis of the stock. So who drives that movement? वो जो stock का price up down and all this going on, going up going down, who drives that from that price, the movement of that stock? Who is driving that? Are they never heard about the fundamental analysis? And how it is decided that which stock will go up, which stock go down? Who is driving those prices? So there are two factors. So people find out that okay, having the fundamental analysis of a stock is very important, right? Because nobody want to invest in some stock that someday it will go down suddenly to zero. They want to invest in a very stable stock, but they find out that there are thousands, like 500 stocks that are very stable. There are 150 stocks that are very stable. So इतने सारे stocks stable ही हैं. Then which stock to invest today? And if you want to earn some profit in next 3 months, which stock to invest? You cannot just say कि अच्छा fundamentally this stock is very good. You invest today, and in 7-8 years you will get 100% result, or 200%, or 500% result. 7-8 years is a very long time. People want to have money in 3 months. Okay, and it's not like that everybody is sitting down and thinking. A lot of other people are investing and making money. So people panicked, and they want to know who is driving the stock crazy, who is driving the price of the stock. Okay, so there are two things who drives the stocks, and then the people study about those things, which is price of the stock, the value, the price of the stock, and the volume of the stock. Price, volume, price, volume. Okay, so if the stock, if the stock right now is traded at 100 rupees, tomorrow nobody bought that stock, nobody else sell that stock. One guy came and buy one stock at 105. One guy sell that one stock to him at 105. So the price of the stock from 100 it become 105. अगले दिन कोई और आया, एक स्टॉक 1010 में खरीदा, कोई और एक स्टॉक 1010 में बेच दिया, तो 100 to 105, 105 to 110. So you think that this stock is growing. Like if you only think on the price, this stock is growing. But then you check the volume also. The why only one people bought? Why only one people sell? एक ही स्टॉक क्यों बिका? Out of like 10 lakhs stock or 50 lakhs stock or 5 lakhs stock. It means people are not selling this stock. It means people are not buying this stock. People are holding this stock. And the price movement what is showing on the chart, it may be misleading. Okay, so a lot of time, very small quantity of the stock get traded, and since this trade is happened at that price, it shows that okay, 100 का 105 हो गया, 105 का 108 हो गया. Okay, so all the indicators, every indicator related to that price changed. People think technical analysis means follow the indicators, follow the candlesticks, follow the indicator, follow the oscillators, right? What is these indicator oscillators are? That what is the price in different points? So they just track those prices, either directly track those prices, either logarithmic track, or the oscillating track, and all these things. But there is issue in the indicator that it only tracks the prices. That's most of the indicator. They track the price. अब एक आदमी भी, other one guy, they go and do a trade. The price goes up, indicator change. It will show that it is a growing stock, right? But the volume doesn't change. So the second thing which also affect the price of the stock is the volume. Okay, so suppose the price of the stock is not moving much, like from 90 it become 92, 93, but at that certain point day, about 75 million stocks got sold. सब 75 लाख स्टॉक को बेच दिया गया, और 10 lakh stock, like huge volume of the stock got bought and raised the price. It means the stock have a buying pressure. People are buying this stock. When people buy, the price goes up. When people sell more, the price goes down, because when you want to sell, you put the bids, like you want to sell at 100. If no buyer is there, what do? You want to sell at 99.5. You want to sell at 99. So when people start selling, the price goes down. When people start buying, when you want to buy at 100, nobody is selling, you put a buy price as 100 and 100.5. People sell, you buy. Then other people buy at 101, 102. The price goes up. So in the technical analysis, and this is the mistake I have done when I started stock trading, I start believing the technical indicators blindly. I thought, wow, this is the indicator and this is the indicator follow. But what happened that if the indicator is showing like A, B, C, D points, and you follow A, B, C, D point, and using from D it will go to E, right? At D it is showing that the price is going up. सारा indicator show कर रहा है कि price up होगा. But the suddenly price goes down. Then when you come back and see the indicator, you find out that, oh, now the price goes down. These indicators also hell changed. Now they are showing that at D it was not a buying signal, it was a selling signal. मतलब ये तो इंडिकेटर झूठा इंडिकेटर हो गया. And that happens most of the time. People who start following the indicator, following the charts and all these things. I'm not saying don't follow the charts, but the most important things to follow in any stock trading, in any technical analysis, is the price of the stock. What is the price? How much is the price? And how much is the volume? Price, volume, price, volume, price, volume. And how people see the price? Usually they see a price in the candlestick. Candlestick is very simple. You can watch another videos. It will show four prices: high, low, open, close, or open, close if it is there. So if open is here and close are high, then it is a green stack. And the open at high and close at low, it is a red candle. Green means price is going up, red is price is going down. Okay, so there are so many, in when you study more and more about the technical analysis, you will find out there are so many indicators are there. There are so many um, oscillators, indicators, and charts are there. So many patterns are there. People go through the patterns and expect what is going to be the next move. Okay, and I'm not saying don't follow those patterns, don't follow the signals and all these things. Yes, you follow those signals, right? But the frequency that those signals are helpful is not 100%. If somebody is saying that this signal works 100% all the time, I think he is making fun of you and he is making fool of you. No signal, no indicator works 100% of the time. Maybe in one that day it works like this, so this day it will not works like this, because there is a very dark truth about the stock market, that nobody in this world knows where the stock is going to be tomorrow. Okay, it is today is 90, it's going to be 90.5 or 89.5. Nobody is going to know. कोई नहीं जानता, nobody knows. Okay, but there is a white truth. That is, this is the dark truth that nobody knows where the stock going. The white truth is everybody is known where the market is going. सबको लगता है कि market and all is like black box, is a gamble. No, there is a mathematical formula. There is a mathematical arrangement which can depict where the market will grow and how the market will grow. Market depends upon the country, the sensex depend upon the country, the index depend on the country, population, buying purchase power, how much money the government is printing. All these things combined together shows that the market is go. Like suppose in 1990, in 1975 the Sensex was 100. In 1990s the Sensex was about 2000, close to. In 2000, in 1990, in 10 years, in 2000 the Sensex was about 4 to 5000. So 2000 will become two times, like two and a half times. In 2010 the Sensex was about close to 20,000. It's already crossed 20,000 in 2008, then goes down because of recession. But in 2010, it was about 17, 18, 17, 18,000. So from 4, 5,000, it becomes 17, 18,000. At that time, people are expecting that in next 10 years, the Sensex definitely will touch 50,000. सब लोग ने expect किया था, right? And I'm live proof of that. People talk to me and they told that, right now this is the situation, but in next 10 years, Sensex is going to be something very brilliant, nice. And people don't believe that time. They think it's a recession, Sensex go down, go down, go down. But no, Sensex goes up from 2010 to 2020. It become 52,000 now. 50, it cost 50,000 last year. So Nitro is 52,000 2021. So now people are expecting the market from 2021 to 2030, it will cross 100,000 anytime in these 10 years. Maybe in 2026, maybe 2027, it will cross 100,000 points. And that's a big achievement, huh? Very big. So this is what the fundamental and technical analysis of the stock. Okay, so the purpose of this whole program is to train you what exactly is the fundamental analysis, to train you what exactly is the technical analysis. Okay, so this is how you will get the knowledge, right? But when you do the fundamental and technical, rigorous fundamental analysis, rigorous technical analysis, there are so many indicators and all. You can search on YouTube, you search on Google, you can find out. It is not so difficult. Learning indicator is very easy. It's not so, you don't get confused with a lot of paralysis and analysis and paralysis. Okay, choose simple indicators and try to find out what this indicator is trying to indicate. सब ने बोल दिया RSI लगाओ, सब ने बोल दिया ये ऑसिलेटर लगाओ, सब ने बोल दिया मूविंग एवरेज 100, मूविंग एवरेज 25, सब ने वैसे don't do like that. This understand moving average, yes, Bollinger Band, yes, and RSI, yes. These are the indicators, some few indicators. Okay, so then you can get to understand what is the what is the actual trend is following this stock, how this stock is following that kind of trend. Then only you can depict the how much is the volume of the stock, how much is the price of the stock, what is the trend. Then you can depict the stock movement. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching this second video, module 2 of equity research internship. Okay, sooner we are gonna have the module 3 video already also ready for you. Thank you very much.